When it comes to smartphones, especially the standard slab style phone, we have pretty much reached a stage where innovation has slowed down quite significantly, especially in terms of hardware changes. Screen size, cameras, materials, and design have looked fairly similar for the last 5 to 7 years. However, we have also seen the rise of flip phones reach the market. Here there are definitely more opportunities to innovate and improve the technology going into these devices. There is quite a bit of excitement in this segment, and some decent competition has also arisen in the last 2 to 3 years. One company that has particularly taken the folding phone to the next level in terms of hardware is Honor. Recently, they have brought out the Honor Magic V3, which has already been dubbed by many as the best hardware on a folding device. In today's video, we take a look what all the hype is about and put the Honor Magic V3 through its paces. Just before we get into the meat and bones of today's video, if you guys are enjoying the content, smashing the like button sure does help the algo, but just watching our stuff is already fantastic. Hit us up with a sub if you'd like to see more, and we'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Alright, back to it. Starting off with the design and form factor. Alright, so this thing is mind-bogglingly thin. I mean, even when you hold it, it feels so thin that you could break it by just holding it too firmly. That's a bit of an exaggeration, as it actually feels pretty sturdy, but it's super thin and looks like technology is really taking a step forward for once. It's 4.4mm when unfolded and 9.3 when folded. It has identical dimensions to a regular smartphone. I mean, just look at the thing. It's also not too heavy at 226 Gs, so whilst it is still pretty hefty as a phone, it's not gonna be an absolute brick. The soft touch faux leather backing is quite nice and premium feeling, and the centrally placed octagon styled camera with the metallic bezel and triple camera also look very good. All in all, it's a great looking phone, drop dead gorgeous to be fair, and A+ for design, one of the best this year if not the best. Getting to displays is another impressive hardware event, as it boasts two fantastic screens. On the inside, we have a 7.92-inch 120Hz LTPO AMOLED Dolby Vision display that peaks out at a blistering 1800 nits. The cover display also gets great stats with a 6.43-inch 120Hz Dolby Vision display that peaks at 5000 nits, which doesn't seem real and borderline dangerous, like it could possibly singe your eyeballs or something. They look absolutely great, the cover display is more than usable, and the inner display provides nice contrast and details as well. Moving on to the computing power and user experience, we get the tried and trusted Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 combined with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs as standard, and you can boost that up to 16 gigs and a terabyte at the top end. It's a beast, no problems running games and blasting through tasks. Where the V2 really struggled to deliver was optimization and UI or OS. Now, Magic OS is definitely better than it was, and optimization has improved, but you definitely get that knockoff iOS vibe, and it's a bit lackluster and disappointing. Sure, it's better than it was, but it's still not amazing, and the fact that it feels like they copied many of the things from Apple makes it feel like it lacks any identity. Perhaps I'm being overcritical, but in user experience it just feels a bit of a letdown. And that's so sad, because so much of what makes an experience good on a phone is the software and UI. You can have the best hardware, but if it kind of sucks to use, it is really difficult to recommend it over something else with a better system. Alright, enough ranting, let's get back to it. In terms of camera hardware, it also delivers. On the back, we get a triple camera setup with the main 50 megapixel shooter capturing great depth, detail and dynamic range. The 50 megapixel 3.5x telephoto also does a pretty decent job at zoom shots, and the 40 megapixel ultra wide is good too. The 20 megapixel selfie cam is good on paper, but it does lack a bit of detail and color accuracy, though it is alright and will be just fine day to day. The folding screen gets the same shooter and it performs at the same level. All in all, the cameras are good and could go blow for blow with any other foldable on the market. The good hardware doesn't stop there though, as this super slim operator contains a gigantic 5150 mAh battery with 60 watt wired, 50 watt wireless and 5 watt reverse wired. It does last a fair bit longer than the Z Fold 6, and it also outlasts the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, despite the improved battery life on it. You will apparently be able to pick one of these up in the US for around $1,400 to $1,600, which is no small change, but compared to others, it's a bargain deal. With the Z Fold 6 and Pixel 9 Pro Fold going for 1,800 big ones. This does so much good. I mean, it makes Samsung look quite silly in terms of hardware and possibly delivers the most stacked hardware experience on the market right now. It's just such a shame that it loses some real shine in the user experience category. We are being really nitpicky, but when you use these phones on a regular basis, the operating system is so important. Apart from that, it definitely delivers the best foldable device on the market. But that's just what we think. What do you guys think of the Honor Magic V3? Like it, love it, or hate it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay under the spotlight.